Hi, everyone, and welcome inside Platte Arena. I'm Logan Hunt. Along with me, I'm joined by Noah Tobias. And today it's going to be the Huntington University Foresters taking on St. Xavier University Cougars. And it's going to be a great one because it is opening night here inside Platte Arena.
Yeah, I am so excited about having the guys back in the Platte Arena, just having the season just get started up again. Logan, I don't know about you, but I have missed basketball.
Man, it has been just so dry without it. Obviously, 1st of November, have to start it out right with some basketball. Yesterday, we saw the women's team take on Olivet Nazarene. Suffered a tough loss there, but saw a lot of positive things Coach Culler liked about her team as well. They're going to be playing on Friday. And now, Foresters men's basketball have a chance to kick it off right here tonight against St. Xavier. And the Foresters have had some recent success against St. Xavier.
Yeah, definitely. And actually, in the past year, Huntington, the first time that they matched up against St. Xavier last year, won 88-73, but then kind of suffered a little bit of a drought when they played them the second time and lost 80-89. But, you know, it's kind of interesting because a couple of St. Xavier's leading scorers last year, actually the top two leading scorers, were Quinn Nego and Jack Brody. And a little bit of a plot twist now, Jack Brody is not here tonight. I believe he suffered an injury during their first game of the season this year versus IU East. He only scored 7 points in that game, so that's kind of what leads me to believe that, you know, something might have been going on right there. But he is not here nevertheless, so it'll be kind of interesting to see, you know, what kind of offense St. Xavier is going to bring to us without Jack Brody, one of their top scorers.
Yeah, the Foresters catching a little bit of a break there and have a lot of new faces of their own. They're going to try to work it around. Obviously, a couple veterans still back on the team, led the way by senior guard Mike Bush.
Yeah, Mike Bush was unbelievable last year, averaging a double-double, led the NAIA Division II in assists per game and total assists all season long. And, you know, to do that for, you know, a couple weeks is absolutely unbelievable, but to do it for the entire season is just crazy. I mean, I don't even know, like, how he learned how to be so selfless on the court, but also he still averaged 15.7 points a game. So, you know, he's being selfless, but he's also doing a great job of putting up baskets. Now, the one thing that you and me, Logan, have been talking about is for this year, we want to see Mike Bush have over 20 points a game.
Yeah.
Really, that is one of the biggest things that we can tell that they need to be doing, that he needs to be doing to help his team just a little bit more.
Yeah, with the absence of Dan Wool and Austin Carazia now from this Forester squad, you have to think who's going to pick up some of that scoring effort. Mike Bush could be the one, as well as you could see someone like Mason Coverstone, Tyler Aarons down low, really could stretch the floor, but the Foresters have a little lack of depth on the interior. Wyatt Hughes, one of the freshmen coming from Maconaquah, had shoulder surgery before the beginning of the season, so are a little small up front.
Yeah, Wyatt Hughes, him and Mason Coverstone actually collided during one of the during the Foresters practice. Coverstone actually got a concussion from that, and then Wyatt, you know, he's had past shoulder issues, but then that just kind of put him over the edge, and so he ended up having surgery, and so now he will not be back to us until the end of December or early January. So that's a long time. I mean, that's the preparation that all the guys do before we go into conference. So he's missing out on all of that. So he's going to be put into the mix right away when he comes back. That's for sure.
Yeah, Foresters have some of the work cut out for him still. Like I said, a lot of returning talent on this team with Kyle Platt, Devin Murder, just a couple of names to throw out there from that senior class. The Foresters getting ready to take on St. Xavier from Illinois. Opening night. Foresters getting ready here on November 1st. We'll return with tip-off right here from inside Platte Arena. I'm Logan Hunt. Along with Noah Tobias. This is FDN Sports.
When a family has to make one of the biggest decisions of their lives, they need more than a realtor.
I need a house.
They need an extraordinary team of experts working day in and day out to provide service and knowledge to get the job done right. Anything short of intensity, passion, and drive is unacceptable. Introducing the Ness Brothers, an unstoppable force of realtors here to turn the biggest decision of your life into a walk in the park.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Read up music.
Hello and welcome to FDN News. I'm Kelsey Cruz.
Hi everyone and welcome down to Forest Glen Park. I'm Logan Hunt.
Hello, it's Hannah here on Forester Radio 105.5 FM, WQHU. That was just Brother with Need to Breathe, and up next we have Hillsong with Touch the Sky.
Once the floodwaters go down for
This program, I felt like really prepared me well for what it would be like to be in the news industry.
From yesterday to today, the water has certainly risen and spread.
You become a one-man band by the time you graduate, which that's something that people are looking for. People who can shoot, write, and edit all their own stuff.
I was definitely blessed enough to come in and I started calling games right away as a play-by-play announcer.
Longley tipped. Down and in, and the Foresters taking the second set. Mateo with a nice cutback. She'll take the hit, left foot. That's in! Makes the three. That's good!
Through FDN Sports, it's really going to feel like a professional setting. I'm looking to really just take it to the next level, really just upgrade this FDN Sports and let people know that, FDN Sports is here to stay. We're here to battle with everyone.
With radio, students definitely thrive here just because we are hands-on right away. I have a little weekend weather update for you here. Friday, it looks like it's going to be absolutely beautiful, a high of 72. I think radio and podcasting is a great way to have other people's stories shared, whether that be their testimonies or me just having the chance to talk to people and be able to pour into them in some sort of way.
In the past couple of years, we have taken huge strides. We also do live shots, we're doing more news packages, doing more stories that affect the community. With all the politics going on recently, we've been able to do stories about that.
More a lifetime asset than an education.
And God bless you.
And I will let my future take care of itself.
And vote for Donald Trump.
Hey, keep it locked right here on Forester Radio 105.5 FM.
Well, that's going to do it for us here at FDN Sports. I'm Logan Hunt.
Well, that's all we have for you in this installment of FDN.
Welcome back inside Platt Arena. I'm Logan Hunt. As long as we have Noah Tobias, so we're getting ready for the starting lineups for St. Xavier. And we talked about them just a little bit in the absence of some of their leading scorer there, Jack Brody, or one of their leading scorers. Let's see where the rest of that can pick up for them.
Yeah, number 4 starting out for St. Xavier, number 4, Chris Sozek. He is from Chicago, Illinois. Number 21, Quinn Nego, senior 6'4" guard out of Chicago, Illinois as well. Number 24, Jared Jones. He's a guard. He's a senior, also 6'3" out of Waukee, Iowa. Number 30, Kevin Furville. He is a senior center out, and he's also 6'6" out of Plainfield, Illinois. And then wrapping up the starting lineup for St. Xavier is number 31, Tyler Deal. He's a junior guard, 6'5", out of Carmel, Indiana. So that is going to wrap it up for us. And let me tell us a little bit more about Huntington starters.
Yeah, obviously Huntington's starters. Nothing out of the ordinary from this. A lot of the returners. We're going to remember a lot of these familiar faces. We'll have Mike Bush, Mason Coverstone, Connor Platt, Kyle Platt, and Tyler Ahrens. They talked about maybe Mike Bush and Tyler Ahrens picking up some of that scoring that Dan Wool has left behind. Look for some of those players as well, like Connor Platt. We know he averaged just over 10 points last season. I see that scoring average jump up to about 15 points or so.
I'd say that that's probably a good number, and one of the reasons why I think that is because, so he was a freshman last year, and with freshmen, they're going to have a lot of nerves starting out the season, and so really, I don't look a lot about what the freshmen average at the end of the season, because they always start out so low, but then at the end of the year they end up so high. So, for example, Connor Platt in one half of basketball last year. I don't know if you remember this or not. He had 30 points in one half.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the best outings I've ever seen a freshman come out as in any level. It was amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing him and the confidence that he's going to bring to the team this year.
How about this? Opening night, November 1st. the Foresters coming out, getting ready to go. A lot of these familiar faces ready to get it rolling. Got 20 on the game clock for the first half. Foresters, like we mentioned, had a win over St. Xavier last year, early on in the season, around this time. Then St. Xavier got some revenge on them right around Christmas break. And the Foresters were battling some injuries there. We know Dan Wool got in foul trouble that game. A whole new season, though. Going to be Furville and Ahrens with the jump. Cougars winning the tip. As we get ourselves underway, Jones with it. Man-to-man defense for the Foresters to start. Sozak out wide to Jones on the wing. Up top, Nigo with the elbow J. Around and out, Ahrens with the strong board, and here come the Foresters.
Great box out by Ahrens. I love seeing that early, just his aggressiveness towards other players.
Bush working inside. And going to be called for the double dribble. Turnover, first offense possession for Huntington.
Yeah, Bush, he bobbled it a little bit, kind of dropped it, and then picked it up, started dribbling again. Can't do that. I think a little bit of nerves for the senior. His last first game of his college career.
Sozak looking to deal. Long three. Box out no good. Platt getting the board. Quick in the corner to Connor Platt. Working inside, out to Coverstone. Mike Bush back with it on the wing. Guarded by Jones, takes it inside, out to Ahrens. Spot up three, too hard. Rebound Jones. Here come the Cougars.
And one thing about Ahrens is really he actually shot the three ball fairly decent last year. He shot it about 51% last year.
Sozak drilling the three from the corner. First points on the board going to the Cougars. 3-0, just over a minute into the game.
And remember, Sozak, he was not supposed to start this game today. Brody was supposed to start, but he is out of the game.
Coverstone can't answer with the three. We'll work back the other way. Platt on Jones, gets a screen from Furville. Rolling down low, looking for him inside on the block, not going to give it to him. Cougars working around the perimeter, 15 on the shot clock. Furville, long two, leaves it short. Coverstone with the board.
Yeah, I'm really liking what I'm seeing right now from the boards from Huntington. Really, they're doing a great job of getting as many rebounds as they can, and I really want to see that keep going as this game goes on, and really as this season goes on, too.
Bush with it, 15 on the shot clock. One-on-one with Jones, crossover. Reach-in going to be called on Jones. First foul of the game. Now put 20 on the shot clock. Foresters having trouble getting their first points. Bush right side, up top Platt. Nice pump fake out to Bush. Three from the wing. That's good from Mike Bush.
Yeah, and you knew it was going to come from him. I mean, all along, he was the one who was supposed to take those first points for Huntington this year.
2 threes. Start the game. Furville with it, looking inside. Sozak goes up, missing. Ahrens flying in for the rebound, finds Bush. Forster's in transition up to Connor Platt. Platt inside, step through, lefty layup, no good. Rebound deal. Quickly, Larry Sozak has it. Out on the wing for three. Can't make the Foresters pay. Ball bouncing around, lands in the hands of Coverstone.
I really like that move that I saw from Connor Platt on their last possession, just because he took the aggressiveness to him, but I want him to really fake that move harder next time, because the defender did not bid on that at all.
Platt with it, rolling left side. Foul going to be on the ground, no shot. Good call there from the official. Foul going to be called on Tyler Deal. His first foul, team's second. Coming up on the 16-minute mark. Platt off the inbound from the sideline, no good.
Yeah, he was fading away from that a little bit. I really wanted him to set his body just a little bit better. He'd have a lot better chance of making that shot, but I do like that shot, though.
Up top, Nigo, leading scorer for the Cougars. Coverstone on him. 10 on the shot clock. Out wide Deal. Down low, Sozak finds Furville. gets the layup.
I really like that movement from down under, too. Really, Furville, he's a big guy, but he moves very well.
Look at the press here as Bush breaks it, finds Platt. Corner three, no good. Now it's Kyle Platt. Nigo with it, going coast to coast. It's like a block at the rim there by Platt. Nigo wanting a foul, nothing there. Bush finds Aaron's transition three, good.
And that's what Huntington's got to do. They got to make their three-point shots. If they don't make their threes, it's going to be a long season, folks.
Up top, Furville with it. Out wide now. We see Jones, long three, answers. 6 points the Foresters have on a pair of threes. St. Xavier with 8. Bush all the way inside, behind the back pass, not there. And a go out of bounds turnover for the Foresters as Zach Owens will check in, and that will bring us to our first media timeout of the game. Under 16, 8-6, St. Xavier on top of the Foresters. We'll be back with more men's basketball action when we return here inside Platt Arena.
It's just an incredible feeling to know that you are handing these folks the keys to a life-changing house. It's not just a house. It's not just walls and windows. It's a home that they get to bring up their family in, bring up their kids in, and show their kids what it means to get out of poverty and to make a better life for themselves. My name is Casey Colmorgan. I'm the Executive Director at Huntington County Habitat for Humanity. We are a construction company. We are a mortgage company. We are a financial institution. We are advocates for families. We are a budgeting center. And on top of it, we are also a retail store. So we wear a lot of hats as an organization. Our main focus is to serve the community any way we can. And so we want to help families.
Welcome back inside Platt Arena. Zach Owens, one of the talented freshmen coming from Crispus Attucks High School in Indianapolis, Indiana, checking in for the first time for Kyle Platt.
Forster's lineup is definitely going a little bit smaller right now.
Same 5 on the floor for St. Xavier. They have Sozak down on the block, begging for it with Mike Bush on him. Trying to get it to him. Bush going up. Aaron's coming to help, and going to be St. Xavier ball. His ball going to go out of bounds.
Yeah, I've seen a couple different times where Sozak, he's really trying to put Mike Bush down there on the block and post him up. Because, I mean, Sozak, he is 6'4", and Mike Bush, he's not even 6 foot. He's really like 5'11", really. So, really, I mean, that's a good job by Sozak as number 24, Jones, able to make another three.
Seeing why Jones had an impact on the IU East game a couple nights ago for St. Xavier. So he gives the Cougars a 5-point advantage, just under 15 to play in the first half. Still this man-to-man defense working for the Cougars, switching everything up top. Down low, Aaron's with it. Going to work on Furville, draws the double team, looks up top to Connor Platt, just inside the three-point line, rolls out. Rebound, Nigo. Cougars gonna pull it up. Inside, foul, and 1 now. I saw Zach. Gonna go to the line, shooting 1, foul on Zach Owens. That brings Devin Murder in for the first time for Connor Platt. So Sozak gonna be at the line. Shooting 1 after the long substitution there for the Foresters. Shot gonna be good. And a foul gonna be on Jones. Bush getting right around him, and that is going to be Jones's second foul of the half. And that'll bring in Jacob Strong, the 6'3" junior from John Glenn High School.
Yeah,
and that's big with Jones going out. Pair of threes already on the night.
Yeah, he's really doing a great job of moving the ball and trying to take as many shots as he can, because, I mean, I would be doing the same thing that he was doing because he's making them. I mean, that's the thing.
Bush working in and out action with Murder. Owens with it. Now 12 on the shot clock. Bush gets a screen from Aarons up top. Spin move inside. Going over the top, and that's good from Mike Bush. Quickly the other way. Sozak open for three, takes it. Off the front iron. Rebound Murder. Murder pushing it himself up quickly to Owens. Owens, long two, no good. Furbo with it on the baseline, looking for Sozak, not there. Nego with it up top. Back to the corner to Sozak. See, deal with it. Working inside, stealing by Murder. Murder, one-on-one with Sozak. Takes it, lefty layup, no good. No foul. Sozak up the floor, down low. Strong, missing the layup, put back no good of his own. And finally a rebound by Coverstone.
Great hustle by the Foresters, really. Devin Murder, he was in a tough situation trying to draw a foul, but he just should have not worried about him and just went up strong and just finished that layup. But I get why he wants to do that.
Maybe double dribble there by Owens, getting away from it. Missed shot outside by Bush. And an offensive foul going to be called on Strong.
And that's a good job by the official, really. Number 3, Strong. He had his hand right in Mike Bush's face, just pushing him off.
We see Coverstone, Bush, and Aarons all checking out of the game. Junior Scott in for the first time. Connor Platt now checking in for Zach Owens. So on the floor for the Foresters is Kyle Platt, Trevor Lockwood, Connor Platt, Junior Scott, and Devin Murder. Scott gonna run the point. Connor Platt with it on the wing. Screen from Lockwood. Platt inside, out to Scott in the corner. Pump fake. Baseline J leaves it short. And a foul going to be called on Lockwood. Lockwood with his first foul, team second, with 12:27 remaining in the first half. 14-8, St. Xavier leading the Foresters.
Last year, Trevor Lockwood kind of had a habit of getting in foul trouble quite a bit. Really would like to see him be, yes, aggressive, but just a little bit, I guess, less handsy, I guess you could call it.
Up top, Nego takes it inside, floater in the lane, money from him. And the lead extends to 8 now for the Cougars. Light pressure here from St. Xavier. Murder takes it all the way inside, leaves off for Lockwood, and that's an assist for Murder. Lockwood using the glass.
Yeah, Murder did a great job of going into the paint and being strong with the basketball, so then he was able to just hand that off to Trevor and get the easy 2.
Hold going to be called here on Scott. His first foul, the team's third. With 11:45 on the clock. 6-point ball game.
Trying to figure out the shot clock. The shot clock was not supposed to reset, and so now they send it from 30 to 21.
Kyle Tackett in the game, has it for St. Xavier, now asking down low. Sozak throwing that one away. Scott bringing it up court, Strong on him. Finds Murder. Murder top of the key. Back in the corner to Connor Platt, but a illegal screen going to be called on Trevor Lockwood, and that's 2 quick fouls from the big fella.
Just like I was talking about, he's got in foul trouble pretty early, and Tyler Aarons is going to have to come in for him. Number 10, Jim Barista, also comes in for St. Xavier. He just came in for number 4, Chris Sozik.
Yeah, Sozik had a couple threes already for the Cougars. two leading scorers right now out for the Cougars. Nigo, though, still on the floor. Been relatively quiet in this contest. Sparista fresh in the game. Baseline, Jay no good. Murder with the board. Scott with it quickly. Moving the other way, swinging it out to Murder. Down low, Kyle Platt with the mismatch. In down low. Murder getting it going. Baseline is going to be fouled. Foul on Barista. And now we'll bring Mike Bush into the game now for Scott.
And last year, Mike Bush, whenever he sat out, he was only out for about maybe a minute or maybe even a couple minutes. But, I mean, right there, he was out for, I don't know, Logan, probably for about 3 or 4 minutes. And that is just unlike Mike Bush and Coach Ty Platt. Really, he is just in and out all the time. But actually a substitution for St. Xavier, number 34, Nico Callaway. He comes in and is guarding Tyler Ahrens right there.
Ahrens trying to go to work down low, but to no avail. Barista with it on the wing for the Cougars, directing traffic, asking for a screen. Bush draped over him. Up top, Nigo. Connor Platt meets him. Top of the key. 10 to shoot. Barista back with it. Pull up long 2. That's good over the arm of Ahrens.
Yeah, that was very impressive as number 10 Barista just puts that right over the arm of Ahrens. Ahrens just stretched way up there.
Bush, stop and go action inside, and one, drawing contact. And Mike Bush doing it all offensively for the Forsters right now.
Yeah, Mike Bush, so far in this ball game, he's done a lot of just going inside, going under the basket and trying to pass out the ball. I didn't really see a ton of that last season, so I'm not sure if that's just him trying to be more aggressive with the basketball, taking it into the paint, or really what that is. But I like him going up strong with good body control, and now he got the and one.
Sozak coming in now for Strong. So we've seen Wilson on the floor, Sozak, as well as Cahu, Tackett, and Nigo for St. Xavier. On the floor for the Forsters is Bush, Connor Platt, Kyle Platt, Devin Murder, Tyler Ahrens. 10 minutes to go in the first half, 18-13. Cougars leading the Foresters. Down low, Murder getting a finger on it, going to be tapped off of Tackett's finger as well. So a turnover for the Cougars. As now they apply pressure in the backcourt. They look to double team Mike Bush, now to let him try to bring the ball up. It's now Wilson given the duties of guarding Mike Bush. Connor Platt with it in the corner, giving off to Ahrens, works it back outside the three-point line, trying to hand off to Bush and does. Bush going baseline, out wide to Murder, and a charge going to be called on Mike Bush. Off the ball, Tackett sliding over. It's Bush trying to make the pass out wide to Murder. That'll be Bush's first foul, the team's 5th.
I didn't necessarily see that, but what I did see was a lot of really good ball movement on the Forster side, just passing it around, trying to find the open man, not just trying to fling up a crazy shot as number 34, Callaway, puts it up, rebounded by Kyle Platt.
And Kyle Platt will walk it up the floor. Murder with it on the far side, and a foul going to be called, again, away from the ball. And this will be team's 7th foul. It was Callaway with the holes. That's going to put Tyler Ahrens at the line to shoot 2.
Last year, Tyler Ahrens was about 69% from the free throw line as Coverstone comes in for Murder. Really, I think one of the main things, and actually I had an interview with Coach Platt a little earlier this year about this season, and he says one of the things that I want our team to do is shoot free throws in the 90th percentile. And I told him, Coach, that's a pretty big goal. And he said, yeah, it's a big goal, but I want us to achieve that goal. And I think that would be a great thing to achieve for this team.
Yeah, and the Forsters typically on the men and women's side have been historically very successful with their free throws, usually up there around the top 10 and leading NAIA. So I think that is a reachable goal for the Forsters. Wilson brings it up for the for the Cougars. It's pull up three, top of the key. Coverstone tracking down the rebound. Bush making the turn on Wilson now, getting past half court. Swing pass to Coverstone, long two, top of the key, no good. Aarons put back, good, and now the Foresters trail by one. 8:50 to go in the first half.
Lots of rebounding for these Foresters. I really love seeing that. Last year there wasn't really a ton of it. Most of it was Aarons and Austin Carazia and Wool. Really, they did the thick of it, but I'm liking to see Kyle Platt and Connor Platt both in there. I love seeing that as Wilson goes in and gets an easy jump shot.
Extends the lead back to three now for St. Xavier. Bush, step back, long two on Wilson and hits.
That's Mike Bush. I mean, that's Mike Bush. His step back, that is just him.
That's one as a coach that you don't like to see him take unless he hits. That's for sure. As Sozak goes to work on Platt inside, missing. Callaway coming through, offensive rebound, and now a foul going to be called. This one on Tyler Aarons. Team 6 foul. And that's Aaron's first. And that will bring us to our under 8 media timeout with St. Xavier up 20-19 on the Foresters. 7:58 remaining right here in FDN Sports. We'll be back for more Forester men's basketball action.
It's just an incredible feeling to know that you are handing these folks the keys to a life-changing house. It's not just a house. It's not just walls and windows. It's a home that they get to bring up their family in, bring up their kids in, and show their kids what it means to get out of poverty and to make a better life for themselves. My name is Casey Colmorgan. I'm the Executive Director at Huntington County Habitat for Humanity. We are a construction company. We are a mortgage company. We are a financial institution. We are advocates for families. We are a budgeting center. And on top of it, we are also a retail store. So we wear a lot of hats as an organization.
Welcome back inside Platt Arena. I'm Logan Hunt, alongside joined by Noah Tobias. We're watching some good basketball action here in the first half. The Foresters taking on St. Xavier, and really, we've seen some missed shots from the Foresters that typically they've hit last season, years before that. You got to think, just the first game of the season, Foresters is still getting some of that rust off and haven't hit the midseason form, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. And St. Xavier, they've already played one game against IU East a couple of nights ago. They ended up losing by 2, 86-88. So, it's better for them coming into this game because they've already had some time to play with each other and just, get their plays down in a game time situation.
22-19, full court press out of the media timeout from St. Xavier. Coverstone with it, finds Bush. Bush full head of steam ahead. Inside, another layup for Mike Bush as the lead cut down to 1. 7:45 to go in the first half.
Yeah, I love Mike Bush just going in there and doing it himself. Really, he's doing a great job of keeping control of the ball. You could kind of tell a little bit as the game started, when he was dribbling out by himself, he was struggling. As Wilson goes up for a layup, airballs it.
Gets it back, though. Top of the key. Out now to attack it on the wing. Wilson back with it, taking a 3 from the wing. And that hits the front iron, but rolls in. Friendly rims here inside Platt Arena.
Yeah, it looks like Kyle Platt just got to Wilson just a little bit late. He was kind of mixed up on who he was supposed to guard there for a second, and that really costed the Foresters.
Wilson giving the Cougars a spark off the bench. Bush has it going one-on-one with Tackett. Pulls it back, step back, elbow J, rolls in. And Mike Bush is feeling it right now.
Yeah, well, and I mean, to your last point, the rims are being pretty friendly. I mean, as you saw right there, both rims are doing a good job of being friendly to both teams.
Bush with the strip inside. Wilson getting blocked by Aarons, but still rolls in. Wilson letting the Foresters know you got to be stronger than that. 27-23, 6:30 to go in the first half. Cougars with the lead.
Yeah, Aarons did a great job of getting his hand on the ball, but Wilson powering it up there.
Connor Platt, corner three, around and out. Coverstone, offensive rebound, has it stripped away. Tackett with it. Now for the Cougars. St. Xavier up quickly to Nigo. Three from the wing, good in transition. And Coach Platt gonna take a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 30-23 now. St. Xavier with the lead.
Yeah, Nigo, I mean, that's what they're working right now. I mean, from last year, I mean, they got to see that Nigo, you know, he had 18.6 points a game last year. And so him coming in, he's wanting to make this a really good season because this is his senior season. He's wanting to make a statement this year from being in Chicago, Illinois. He really wants to just come out here, and he's doing a great job so far. I mean, right there, I mean, that's nothing to him. That shot right there was absolutely nothing. That was just in the zone. It was in the pocket, looked really smooth. You just got to guard him, and you got to give a little bit of pressure towards him.
Out of the timeout. Connor Platt going to the bench. Devin Murder checking back in for the Foresters. So it's Kyle Platt, Tyler Ahrens, Mike Bush, Mason Coverstone, Devin Murder on the floor. Again, now some light pressure from St. Xavier and Coach Tom O'Malley. A historic coach here for St. Xavier. Murder gets a screen up top from Ahrens. Bush ends up with it on the far wing. Has Deal on him, crossing over, wants to go one-on-one with them. And Will, driving right side, foul going to be on the ground. As the junior from Carmel, Indiana, can't quite hang with Mike Bush. That's going to be his second foul. Team's 8th, Bush at the line.
And now this is where you kind of start to think about that free throw percentage. Let's see how they do. Makes the first.
Good on the front half of the 1-and-1. We'll see a substitution coming now from St. Xavier. Lucas Dower, 6-foot junior from Michigan City, Indiana, checking in for Deal. So it's Dower, Furville, Nigo, Wilson, and Tackett on the floor now for the Cougars. Second free throw, around and out for Mike Bush. 30-24. Cougars with the lead over the Foresters. 5:40 to go in the first half. Furbo up top. Ahrens meeting him at the three-point line. Nigo in the near wing. Down low to Wilson, cutting. Back door for the easy reverse layup.
Yeah, and that is the second time that Wilson has gotten away from Kyle Platt. You know, you kind of wonder what if Kyle Platt is kind of just looking away from him as Devin Murder goes up for three. Goes a little long. Rebounded by Kyle Platt. Now to Mike Bush.
And Bush wrapping around Wilson there. And now earn Bush another trip to the free throw line, shooting the 1-and-1. It's going to be Wilson's first foul. But a nice offensive rebound there from Kyle Platt.
Yeah, you got to love the big man going up there and doing what he needs to do as Connor Platt comes in from Mason Coverstone. Now, next team foul for St. Xavier will put Huntington into the double bonus.
First one good for Bush, and this is something where the Foresters that have had some open looks outside, just haven't been able to knock down those three balls. Second one, no good from Bush. Connor Platt with the rebound, and Mike Bush gonna reset the offense. Looking for Ahrens inside, feeds the post. Ahrens, strong move. I have a foul on the ground. It looks like foul gonna be called on Kyle Tackett. Say got Ahrens on the arm.
Yeah, and that's a good call by the official because either Tackett was going to get the foul or Ahrens was going to get the foul for a charging violation because really number 30, Kevin Fairville, he did a good job of keeping his body straight up, and that would have been a charging foul on Tyler.
Ahrens back at the line. That ball around, and I've seen a couple of those at the free throw line for the Foresters. Ahrens was 2 for 2 on the day before missing that first one. Money on the second. Now a timeout from Coach Tom O'Malley. Going to be a 30-second timeout. 32-26. Cougars leading the Foresters. Just over 5 minutes to play in the first half. And you mentioned it, Noah, that the Foresters have had some good looks offensively. Just haven't been able to knock them down. And then on the defensive end, just getting getting beat on some back doors.
Yeah, really on the defensive end, Huntington, they're doing some really good things. They're staying with their man pretty much. I mean, there's just been a couple of times where a couple of guys have kind of gotten away from him and they're having to go search him down just a little bit. I mean, other than that, Huntington, they're doing fairly decent. Just, I think really they got to play just a little bit more aggressive. Next foul will put St. Xavier into the 1-on-1 bonus. But really on the offensive side, I mean, just like you said, Logan, really they're getting some good shots off. They're getting good looks from the three-point range, but really just not converting all that many shots. And if they're going to want to win this game, they're really going to have to pick that up. But then also free throws are going to be another key in this game, Logan.
Yeah, free throws going to be crucial for the Foresters. Nigo with it, right around the free throw line, picks up his dribble, back up top now. Dower with it. Pass attacking on the near wing, 10 to shoot, Furbo with it. And going to be called for steps. Turnover for St. Xavier.
Yeah, and that's a big turnover really for Huntington. That's something to get their confidence going. Is just right out of the timeout that happens, and I'm sure Coach O'Malley is not very happy with that. As number 34, Nika Kawe comes in for Fairville.
Connor Platt bringing it up the floor for Huntington. Looking for a screen from Kyle, give and go to him, and now a foul going to be called down low. Kyle Platt maybe had a wide open three. Hold going to be on Kawe. Checking right in, it's going to pick up his second foul, and Aaron's at the line. Shooting two, and you mentioned it, Noah. Free throw is going to be crucial for the Foresters, and with 4:30 to go in the first half, Foresters shooting two at every foul. This free throw going to roll in for Tyler Aarons. Foresters slowly chipping away at the lead as Furlville checks right back in for Conway. And we'll see the second free throw now from Tyler Aarons. Going to drop through. Now 32-28. Cougars leading the Foresters. 4:25 to go in the first half. Wilson exploding inside. Working it back out. Nigo open for three now after the extra pass from Dower. Able to drill it. And a nice answer now for the Cougars, who lead by 7.
Again, Nigo doing a great job of just having a smooth shot and just going up with it. Foresters really need an answer right here, Logan.
Screen from Platt. Bush rolling left side. Cross-court pass to Connor Platt. Fake pass now gets in low for Tyler Aarons. He's able to put it right in.
Just that one extra pass can do you so much good, but the thing is that there are times that you don't need that extra pass, but that was one of the times that he did, that Connor Platt really did need that. Nigo, my goodness.
Starting to heat up now. We're questioning where he was at the beginning of the game, and I think he has been found now. Hitting another long ball as Bush takes it himself all the way for the easy deuce. 38-32. Cougars with the lead. 3:30 to go in the first half.
Yeah, Mike Bush just being Mike Bush, taking it in strong.
Nigo back with it, going one-on-one with Murder on the far side. Now going to pass it back up top to Tackett. 15 to shoot. Screen from Furville. Tackett, pull up free throw line. Going to be fouled by Tyler Aarons. And that's going to be Aaron's second foul with 3:09 on the clock. Team's 7th fouls. Tackett go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, you can tell Aarons is really not happy with that foul. Thinks that 13 Tackett flopped a little bit as Zach Owens is set to check in for Mike Bush, I believe.
Have a wet spot here on the floor from where Tackett went to the ground. See the nice official cleaning it up here for the guys.
Yeah, I remember there's this guy named Shane Merriman who used to play here at Huntington University. Really, he would always wipe off the floor, and then with that same towel, he'd wipe off his face, and that is just the nastiest thing I think I've ever seen at a basketball game. I don't know why you would ever think that that'd be a good idea. As Zach Owens actually comes in for Tyler Aarons, so Forster's lineup is very small right now.
Yeah, Zach Owens, limited playing time here in the first half. Kyle Platt going to be the tallest Forester out on the floor. This tag goes 1 for 2. 7-point advantage for St. Xavier. 3 minutes to play. Owens up quickly to Platt. Platt and 1! Platt not knowing if it went in on the foul. Asking Murder, did it go in? And sure enough, it did. Kyle Platt trying to bring the hammer down. Big play for Kyle Platt. A nice find from Zach Owens.
Wow. First of all, I'm glad he's okay because he could have gotten really hurt on that play. But for that ball to just kind of bounce on the rim and then go in after that is, wow.
Free throw good as well from Platt. 39-35. The advantage is 4 for the Cougars. Just under 3 to play now. Crowd starting to get behind the Foresters. Dower with it up top. Bush on him. On the wing to Tackett. Connor Platt draped on him. Now Nego, spot up 3, turnaround hit. Nego silencing the crowd yet again. And again, the press from the Cougars. Bush able to break it, find a seam inside. Nearly picking up his dribble, finds himself open in the lane, missing the shot. Offensive rebound, hidden off the top, and gonna be a St. Xavier basketball. And Mason Coverstone checking in for Devin Murder, as well as Scott checking in for Mike Bush.
Yeah, you could tell him with Murder, he is not guarding Nego very well. Nego's he is firing at all cylinders, and he's doing a great job so far in this half. So Mason Coverstone coming in for him as Junior Scott, as what you said, Logan.
We see Barista checking in as well for Dower. Coming in late here is Tyler Deal. Check in for Tackett. Remember, Deal has those 2 fouls. Forced with a little pressure of their own in the backcourt. Scott nearly coming up with the steal, and does. And let's see Wilson dribbling it on the end line. Turnover. Foresters with possession. Nice jump there from the freshman. Connor Platt inbounding from underneath his own basket. Gets it to Kyle Platt. Kyle Platt looking to turn baseline. Cross-court pass to Coverstone, going to be tapped out by Nego. So again, Connor Platt going to inbound from the baseline. 26 on the shot clock. 42-35. Cougars with the lead. Hand off now to Scott. Up near the volleyball line. Scott, crossover on Wilson. Looking out for Owens as Barista showing some effort on that play, going to the ground. Going to be out of bounds, though. Forester ball.
Yeah, really haven't seen a lot of that, like just guys on the floor just diving after balls, but really there hasn't been a lot of balls to really dive after, I guess. As the ball goes into Junior Scott.
And Wilson all over Scott. Scott taking it in. Handoff Connor Platt. Long 2. Off the back iron. No good. Nego with it. Going the other way. Bounce pass inside Furville. See, able to hit 2.
Kyle Platt yelling step over, and I agree 100%. Really, you can't just watch him just go in and get that easy layup.
Owens dribbling through traffic. Nice Euro. Takes it in. And nice shot there from Zach Owens. 7-point advantage now for the Cougars. Nego with it, driving left side, back up top to Deal. Thought about shooting, pulls it back out. 12 on the shot clock. Deal, middle, lefty layup, good off the glass. That's what's going to happen with no interior defense there from the Foresters, with Aarons and Lockwood both on the bench with 2 fouls. 1 minute to play in the half. 9-point advantage for the Cougars. Owens with it. Screen from Coverstone. Owens, pull up, long 2, rolling around and out. Nego, spot up 3, count it again. Nego putting on a clinic right now from the 3-point line.
Yeah, doing a great job. He is shooting miraculously well. Junior Scott, almost a travel, but he's actually going to go up and he's going to get the chance to get an and 1.
And a nice job there from Scott. Sparking some offense here with the Foresters. Foul going to be on Barista. That's his second with 32 seconds to go in the half. Scott at the line trying to make the deficit go down to 9. (49-40). St. Xavier can almost hold for the last shot. About a 2-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Furville with it, top of the key, Platt on him. Furville trying to turn inside, foul, and 1. First foul for Kyle Platt. And Furville gonna shoot 1. Free throw, no good. Rebound going to Kyle Platt, gets it to Scott. 10 to play in the half. Down to 7 seconds. Scott, crossover to Owens, going baseline. Shot no good. Wilson with it, 1 to shoot, goes to the ground, and a foul. And they're in the bonus with .4 on the clock. Foul gonna go to Scott as Wilson will walk and get a couple shots here. Gonna be in the 1-and-1. And a bit of a learning curve coming now for the young Foresters. Wilson, once again, 1-on-1. Shot good for him, earning the second. And so far now the Foresters won it defensively in this half, giving up over 50 points. Second one, good as well, 53-40. 0.4 seconds on the clock. Coverstone gets the shot off, and that hits a light here inside Platt Arena. Haven't seen that in my 4 years here. But that's how we'll go into halftime. The score 53-40. St. Xavier on top of the Foresters. We'll be back with some first half stats for you as well as second half action right here from inside Platt Arena.
FDN News is our campus news station, and we are just a news station that shines Christ's light on campus and in the Huntington community, whether that be going to a presidential rally or talking about the meal plans on campus. Everything we do for the glory of God.
With news, you have such a great opportunity to go out to hear people's stories and tell their stories and to be light and to share that light. So my goal for FDN News is first and foremost that students would learn, that they would engage, they would learn a little bit about themselves, about communicating with others, refine their skills, and become expert storytellers for the kingdom of Christ. The benefit to coming to Huntington and being in the Forrester Digital Network is you get hands-on experience. So we have some freshmen coming in that week 1, they are taking a camera out and they are teaming up with an upperclassman and refining their skills. So by the time you graduate, you've got 4 years of hands-on and classroom experience.
FDN is so much fun.
FDN News is our campus news station, and we are just a news station that shines Christ's light on campus and in the Huntington community, whether that be going to a presidential rally or talking about the meal plans on campus. Everything we do for the glory of God.
With news, you have such a great opportunity to go out to hear people's stories and tell their stories and to be light and to share that light. So my goal for FDN News is first and foremost that students would learn, that they would engage, they would learn a little bit about themselves, about communicating with others, refine their skills, and become expert storytellers for the kingdom of Christ. The benefit to coming to Huntington and being in the Forrester Digital Network is you get hands-on experience. So we have some freshmen coming in that week 1, they are taking a camera out and they are teaming up with an upperclassman and refining their skills. So by the time you graduate, you've got 4 years of hands-on and classroom experience.
FDN is so much fun. I feel like it really is a great aspect of this school, and I'm so glad I get to be a part of it as a freshman especially. Like, it's just a great experience.
You can love working a camera and be part of FDN. You can love storytelling and be part of FDN. You can be a math student and be an FDN. Like, anybody can do it. It's a big family. We have fun together. And I just encourage, if you've ever been curious about news or what a newsroom looks like, to volunteer with FDN whenever you can.
Well, that's all we have for you in this week's installment of FDN News.
Hi, I'm Max Walker, and to most folks I may look like a mixture between George Clooney and Tom Hanks from Castaway. But in reality, I woke up this morning, poured my bowl of Fruit Loops, and went back to the grind, just like you. After you, ma'am. But now I'm here, turning my stingy bachelor pad into a world of paradise. These aren't just your grandma's antiques, these are the antiques you deserve. So go ahead and tear down that old Backstreet Boy poster and throw up one of these bad boys. Thirsty? Come on down to the watering hole and grab yourself a soda. Welcome to Antiqueology, bringing Huntington back.
The Global Initiatives degree that we're offering is seeking to equip folks who are interested in applying a ministry education to cross-cultural work. So somebody who's looking to do holistic ministry, somebody who's looking to engage in the business for transformation or business as missions model would find some equipping through our Global Initiatives degree.
Our Global Youth Ministries degree is designed to prepare people for leadership in youth ministry, quite simply anywhere in the globe. It's for men and women who are already in youth ministry or for people who are simply preparing to lead youth ministry.
One of the things I like about the pastoral leadership track is that Luke and Karen, who worked on developing it, consulted with church leaders so that people preparing for ministry leadership in the church would have the skills and the knowledge that they need.
Some of what I'd want our program to be known for is being really clear-minded about linking our own program vision with the Lord's vision for His people and for the kingdom. What we want to do is be faithful to that which He's called us to. And some of that would be that we believe that the Church of Jesus Christ is going to be well served when it's populated and led by people who have stories of being reached by Christ and are now being well formed to follow Him no matter what the cost.
The alumni office at Huntington University is really here to stay in touch with the alumni and graduates, as well as provide resources to them so they can reconnect. It's just really important to us that we keep in touch with them and then let them know what's going on campus as well, things that they might want to continue to stay involved with or maybe participate in an alumni gathering.
I started getting involved as an alumni board member, and we would do various projects throughout the university, throughout the year. Just being able to meet people who've graduated and to listen to their stories about the university, back then the college, and how it's grown today, it's really an honor and a privilege to be a Forester. I knew that this was going to be the university that I was going to graduate from, and I have friends here that will be lifelong.
My name is James Parker and I'm from Port Elizabeth, South Africa. I'm majoring in exercise science under the Department of Kinesiology.
My name is Paris Williams and my major is sports and exercise studies.
Our department really comes in two different areas. The exercise science area, which is interested in the medical aspects of exercise. And the other side of the department looks at recreation and sport management, which is a little bit more in the business and the administrative side of sport.
Growing up, my mother had a lot of difficulties maintaining a healthy weight. And then when I got older, I made it my goal to try and motivate her and help her. And in about a 2-year period, she lost almost 75 pounds. I just saw how her life became better, and I wanted to be able to do that for other people. So it started at home, and hopefully I can impact a lot more households.
I was an exercise science major, but when I got a job here as an athletic trainer, that kind of changed my mind, and that's what I wanted to pursue. So I changed my major to exercise and sports studies.
The professors and faculty go and take the extra step to commit to students and to influence their lives and really set time apart for us, which is great.
My relationship with faculty and staff here in this department is really fun and easygoing.
They'll chat to you if they see you, they'll come and talk to you, and they want to know where you want to go in life and how they can help you get there, more so than just helping you get an A in the class.
I think like most professors here at Huntington University, we're here because we want to have relationships with the students. We don't want to just come to class and teach for 50 minutes and then go home. We're interested in interacting with them personally and getting to know them.
All my classes, we're all able to get direct feedback from the professors when we have questions.
You never feel like just a number in any of them. You actually get to know the professor. You never feel afraid to ask questions.
Hi everyone and welcome back inside Platt Arena as Huntington University Foresters trail the St. Xavier Cougars 53-40. I'm Logan Hunt. Alongside me I'm joined by Noah Tobias. And the Foresters had, I'd say, a rough shooting first half. Coming out, what's expected for your first game of the season, but we saw a lot of hustle, a lot of effort, and really some open looks that just weren't going down the center for the Foresters.
Yeah, definitely. The Foresters really did not shoot the greatest at all, and we'll kind of start looking at stats right now for both teams. Starting out actually with the visiting team, St. Xavier, really the couple of things that stand out to me was Quinn Nigo. He had 17 points, 3 assists. He was 5 of 5 for 3-pointers. Jalon Wilson, he had 11 points, and Kevin Fairville had 6 points and a rebound. But really, team shooting was 58%. With Huntington, Mike Bush had 18 points, 1 assist. Tyler Ahrens had 12 points. Junior Scott had 3 points, and the team is shooting 44%. But a couple other things to kind of look at for Huntington. 3-point percentage for Huntington, we were 2 of 7, and so that is just below 30%, which when you're in high school, you at least shoot for 30%. When you're in college, you should be shooting high 30s, low 40s at least. I mean, I'd say at least, and especially for Huntington, for the team that Huntington has, they really need to be shooting at least in the mid 40s because, I mean, that's the bread and butter right there. So, I mean, really, that's a thing to look at. Also, free throws. Huntington's been doing a good job from the free throw line. They're 10 of 13, which is 77%. One thing to really look at for St. Xavier, though, 5 players have 2 fouls. So if I was Huntington, I'd keep going after them. Keep going to the inside and just try to make them commit more fouls. Mike Bush has already been doing a great job of that. And with St. Xavier, really play better defense against Mike Bush is what I'd say that I would change in the second half. If you have to foul really hard so they don't have a chance to get the and one. Because I think that's another thing that's really been killing St. Xavier. And then also with Huntington, keep hitting free throws like I've been saying. Find a way to guard Nigo, and then also develop the offense just a little bit more. Don't just go up for a shot right when you get down the floor. At half time, you've got all 30 seconds of the shot clock, so use all 30 seconds of the shot clock.
Yeah, I'll say a couple keys to the first half. Obviously, someone else has to emerge other than Mike Bush and Tyler Ahrens. Ahrens, a lot of his points coming from the free throw line. Forsters, you mentioned Noah. Really going to have to utilize the free throw line in the second half. And obviously, one of the main keys is stopping St. Xavier. Giving up 53 points, completely unacceptable for our Coach Platt squad. Forsters really going to have to buckle down defensively and really try to raise that field goal percentage. Like you mentioned, going to have to hit a couple more shots. That's going to come with a third option for the Forsters. Someone other than Bush and Ahrens really going to have to step up and answer that call. As we get set here for the second half, Foresters have their work cut out for them, but only down 13 as we near the start of this second half. One more thing you might have to look at if you're the Foresters. Trevor Lockwood and Tyler Ahrens both with 2 fouls apiece. Foresters going to have to keep an eye on that. We know, like we said, very small in the interior with only a couple guys playing down low.
Yeah, definitely. Trevor Lockwood, really, he was in for a minute and a half and got 2 quick fouls. And really, his second one was down on the other end of the court. Really he didn't even need to be down there, really. He just needed to move himself back to the other end of the court. I mean, other than that, I understand his first foul, but kind of looking at the freshmen, speaking of one of the freshmen, Junior Scott, he's been doing a great job so far, and then really the other freshman that's been playing, Zach Owens, again, really not, they're just starting out their career. They're doing a good job. They're not making any huge mistakes on the floor, but I love that Coach Platt is doing a good job of getting them into the offense.
Foresters starting out, both Platts on the floor, Bush, Ahrens, and Coverstone. Ahrens with it down low, going to work on Furville. Airballing, post move, rebound. Nigo up to Sozak. Sozak back to Nigo. It's Nigo, Sozak, Furville, Jones, and Deal out on the floor starting 5. And Jones back on the floor to pick up those early 2 fouls. Hit a couple threes. Foresters really going to have to stay out on him.
Yeah, Connor Platt now is guarding number 21, Nigo, and I like that. You got a little bit of a shorter guard that's guarding him. I think he can stay with him.
Nigo, right side, pull up, long 2. Going to be a shot clock violation, not hitting the rim, and a good turnover there for the Foresters, forcing St. Xavier into that.
And Connor Platt, like I was just saying, he's like that little gnat that just won't go away. And I like that kind of defense, especially against Nigo. You kind of saw him kind of getting a little antsy there, and that's kind of what made him miss the rim completely.
Big matchup here as Ahrens works down low on Furville. Good defense from Furville. Ahrens just keep working it off the glass. First points on the board of this second half. Foresters down by 11. Jones with it, Kyle Platt on him. Man-to-man defense for Huntington. Nigo with it, far wing. And going to be a holding foul here. Looks like on Kyle Platt. So he'll pick up his second foul, team's first. And Kehu coming in now for Furville. Jones going to be the inbounder. Go over the top, find Nigo. Back to Jones on the far wing. Platt extended out onto him. Swing around the perimeter. Jones back with it. Top of the key for 3. Too hard. Long rebound to Sozak. Spin inside. Layup off the glass. Good.
Yeah, and Sozak utilizing the low height of Mike Bush. Mike Bush now getting around Sozak and trying to go to the inside now.
And Bush nearly throwing it away. Deal right there. As we'll see, Scott into the game now for Bush. Just 2 minutes in to this second half, 55-42. Cougars with the lead. And a foul going to be on Sozek. Bumping into Coverstone, his first foul. Sozek's first foul. Strong will check in for him. So it's going to be Coverstone inbounding for the Foresters. Going to get it into Scott Strong on him. Screen on the right side from Kyle Platt. Looking down low for Tyler Aarons. Scott feeds the post. Kehu going to work with him. Aarons fouled going up.
Yeah, great strong move by the big man, Tyler Aarons. Really doing a great job of getting his body set underneath him and just going up and getting that foul against number 34, Callaway. It's Callaway's third foul, team's second, and Tyler Aarons at the line shooting two.
Again, Mike Bush getting ready to check in. And hits the first. Furville back in for Kehu. Second free throw off the front iron for Tyler Aarons. 55-43. St. Xavier leading Huntington. 17:45 to go in the ball game. Deal with it outside, looking for a pass. Up to Furville, now to Strong on the near wing. Rolling around Nego, pull up long two, catching fire, good from him.
That's a great looking shot by the senior.
14-point advantage now for the Cougars. Bush, hand off to Connor Platt, now up top to Aarons, pump fake. Aarons rolls to Connor Platt. Platt to Coverstone, now far side to Mike Bush. Bush on the wing, looking down low for Aarons. 5 to shoot, cross-court pass, Kyle Platt. Mike Bush, top of the key, pump fake. Rolling inside, floater no good. Aarons put back no good, gets it again, goes up, and is fouled.
But I still like that, even though he didn't make that. I know he's frustrated with himself about that, but he's doing a great job of not giving up. He's not shooting it and then taking a few steps backwards towards the other end of the floor. He's staying with that shot, which is great to see.
Yeah, Tyler Aarons doing a nice job in the post area. Like I said, just keeping the ball up high with those long arms, using his length. And missing the free throw, however. As we'll see Tackett checking in now for Deal. Still a 14-point advantage for the Cougars. And second free throw gonna drop for Tyler. Tackett, running point now for the Cougars. Nego out on the right wing. Ball passed around the perimeter of Nego again. Top of the key for three. This time no good. Flying in, Kyle Platt comes up with the rebound as Coverstone and Aarons collided. Kyle Platt finding Mike Bush, top of the key, rolls right side. Now to Coverstone in the corner. Looking down low for Aarons. Feeds it to him, back to Coverstone. Pump fake from the corner. Now ball on the ground, Furville with it. And a turnover for the Foresters. Here come the Cougars, Strong. Out top Jones, down low for Furville. Shot good off the glass. And it's now a 15-point advantage for the Cougars as they come up on the 16-minute mark in the second half.
Yeah, great job by Furville, really doing good going up against Tyler Aarons. He's really strong, just going right in with his offensive moves. And if I was St. Xavier, I'd keep feeding it to him, either him or Nego. I mean, they're both doing a great job scoring.
Furville nearly missing.
Oh, and he tweaked his ankle
there. Yeah, a little tweak of the ankle there. We're going to see a So we'll see a 30-second timeout here from Coach Platt. As we'll stay here with 15:41 on the clock. 61-44 Cougars on top, and the Foresters not coming out terribly strong to start the second half, really struggling to stop St. Xavier from scoring, in particular Nego.
Yeah, Nego really, he hasn't been scoring all that much here recently. Force is doing a great job of that, and really Connor Platt, I think that's the really big thing that changed is Connor, instead of his brother Kyle, has been going up against Nego, and he's been shutting them down pretty well. But we'll have to see if that changes here later in this second half, because if you remember in the first half, Nego really didn't start out shooting all that much, but then all of a sudden that in the end, he was shooting all the time, and he was making everything.
Couple new faces on the floor for the Foresters. Murder, Lockwood, and Owens in. As Kyle Platt goes up and is fouled. Foul as well going to be on Nego. That's his first, team's third. Platt will go to the line. Already hit one today, and that will take us to our under 16 media timeout. 61-44. St. Xavier on top of Huntington University. We'll be back with more Forester basketball action when we return.
So one of the things that's kind of fun about our department is we have regular gatherings. We call them Friday at Fairchild's house, and Dr. Mark Fairchild hosts these gatherings for our majors. We get together, I guess it's about once a month.
First I was like, that's kind of weird. Like, we're gonna go hang out at a professor's house. But for my Greek class, he offered extra credit if we would go. So I was like, it's worth it. I'll take some friends with me and try it out. And it was a ton of fun.
I think that's one thing that's kind of unique about Huntington. We really are able to joke and get to know each other outside of the classroom on a personal level. We really become friends, I think.
Welcome back to Platt Arena. I'm Logan Hunt, alongside Noah Tobias. We'll have Kyle Platt here at the line, shooting two out of the media timeout. And so far, the Foresters really, I like where they're going down low, looking for errands, and Kyle Platt as well recently. Really starting to pay dividends for Huntington. Getting to the free throw line, you mentioned it, Noah, at halftime. Free throw is going to be crucial.
Yeah, that's really the one thing that is keeping Huntington in this ball game right now. St. Xavier doing a great job shooting really everywhere. Their jump shots are falling in pretty nice for them, but really Furville doing a great job down under. He's again got some great post moves. The shot clock was not going, and so the official will be talking it over a little bit with the scoreboard crew.
As they get it now, 15:24 on the clock, 27 on the shot clock, 61-46. Cougars leading the Foresters. On the floor for Huntington, it's Kyle Platt, Devin Murder, Trevor Lockwood, Mike Bush, and Zach Owens. Jones with it up top for the Cougars, out wide now to Tackett. Looking for Jones up top, nice switch by Bush. Jones driving inside, dish to Furville, blocked by Trevor Lockwood.
That's a great block. That's a great job. Just knowing where the ball is at all times. Might have gotten a little bit of a hand there, but you know what? He did a great job.
And Furville, though, going to the bench. Fitzom kind of tweaked that ankle on the near miss of a layup on the breakaway. But he's going to go to the bench now. Kehu in for him.
Yeah, he's been favoring that right ankle, just like you said, since that breakaway dunk attempt. We'll have to see what happens if he just kind of gets taped up a little bit. As 34, Conway gets a nice little jumper to go.
Again, Kyle Platt going to be fouled there by Tackett right on the arm. Going to be the team's 5th foul. Already the fouls racking up here.
Now that is the sixth player for St. Xavier to get 2 fouls.
Bush with it one-on-one with Strong. Pump fake goes on the wing to Owens, looking down low, not there. Back up top now to Mike Bush. 7 to shoot. Screen from Lockwood up top. Long 3 from Mike Bush. Too hard. Jones with the rebound. And a foul on Lockwood. That's going to be his 3rd foul.
And that's tough. That's tough for Trevor Lockwood. Looked like he got all ball, but he might have came in just a little bit hard with his body. So that will be his 3rd. 63-46. St. Xavier still ahead.
Jones with the top of the key. Looking out to Nigo. Owens on him. Tack it on the left corner. Pull up 3. Too hard. Rebound Murder. Bush quickly the other way. Finds Murder. Pushing inside into Lockwood. Slamming it in.
Great eyes by Devin Murder and Trevor Lockwood making sure that ball goes down.
Jones looking back door. Nice find to Strong. Owens coming up on the floor with it. Bush looking up court, asking Murder to go outside behind the back. Finds Murder inside. Leaves it back for Bush. Top of the key 3. Kyle Platt. No good. Lockwood with the rebound. Put back good. 63-50. St. Xavier still with a 13-point advantage. 13:23 to go.
Lots of time left to go in this game. St. Xavier cannot slack at all. Mike Bush getting a little physical there down under. Needs to make sure that he doesn't pick up another foul.
Tackett bringing it up top. 10 to shoot. In the post and gonna be harassed, I believe, by Trevor Lockwood on this play. As we'll see Trevor Lockwood picking up that 4th foul at the 13:03 mark. So let's see Tyler Ahrens getting set to check in. So Tackett at the line, shooting 2. First one good as Tyler Ahrens now officially checks in for Trevor Lockwood. Forsters, I guess, it slowly cut into the lead, have at least the crowd back into this one. Just over 13 minutes to go. Second one good as well. 15-point ball game and a 30-second timeout here from Coach O'Malley. And now no, if you're the Forsters, down 15, 13:03 to go. Lockwood on the bench with 4 fouls. Tyler Ahrens in there with 2. What can you go with here defensively? Obviously, maybe just tell Tyler, don't be as aggressive on the defensive end.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say that because, I mean, you don't want to go to a zone defense. I mean, especially with how well St. Xavier is shooting from beyond the arc. Really, they're doing a great job there, and especially with Nigo. I mean, you don't want to encourage him to shoot from beyond the 3-point arc because, I mean, he's shown you plenty of times that he can make that shot even with somebody in his face. So you don't want to go to a zone. So definitely, I'd say just with Tyler Ahrens, just don't, be physical. Definitely be physical, but don't do anything over the line that'll get you a foul. Because you want to keep on putting pressure there down under and not do anything stupid.
Bush going to have Strong on him. Man-to-man defense still from the Cougars. As now we see the Cougars jumping back into a man zone.
And I like that idea because Mike Bush has been going in all the time. And there's a little pop out 2 for him, and an and 1 basket is coming from him.
And a big and 1 here from Mike Bush as Mason Coverstone set to check in for Kyle Platt now. And now Wilson checking in for Jones. And remember, in the first half, Wilson providing that spark off the bench, had 11 points. And not only that, provided some good defense on Mike Bush. Free throw good as well. It's now 65-53. St. Xavier leading Huntington, 12:35 to go in the ball game. And man from Huntington on the defensive end. Nego with it. Owens all over him. Wilson outside, driving on Bush, right side. Gets caught down low. Strong cutting in for an easy layup.
Yeah, Strong doing a great job recognizing that he could cut right then and there. And again, being strong with the basketball as well.
Down low, Aarons with it. Tackett on him. Aarons driving inside, turning, lefty hook good. And a nice answer from the big fella.
Yeah, and he should be going at Tackett all day long. Really, he is so much stronger than Tackett, and he has the wingspan to just go right on over Tackett.
Nego picking up his dribble at the volleyball line. Finds Wilson, corner three. Good from him.
Wow, that was a deep three-point shot.
Well, I'm not sure that was in the scouting report for the Foresters. Bush giving him a lot of leeway on that one. Out wide, Owens. Step back, baseline, Jay off the mark. Moving the other way quickly now, Nego slicing inside, layup. Good from him, getting a friendly roll. 72-55 now. Cougars with the lead, coming up on the 11-minute mark.
Somebody really needed to just get Wilson. I'm sorry, not Wilson, Nego. They need to meet Nego a little bit more up towards the floor. Coverstone missing that shot, getting his own rebound, giving it to Mike Bush now, going inside. Out to Zach Owens, shot for three, and that's good.
Big three for Owens, exactly what the Foresters needed. Down 14, Nego coming quickly the other way. Wilson back with it. Looking to drive on Bush, now pass out to Nego. 15 on the shot clock. In the corner to Strong, 10 to shoot. And now a foul going to be called here on Owens, getting called for the hold. As Connor Platt checks in now for Devin Murder. Once again, Foresters down by 14 with 10:36 to play. Nego catching fire again, able to hit. Giving the Foresters fits.
Nego has just been really good at when the Huntington Foresters come down and get a big shot. He comes down to his end and he puts a big shot up of his own. And really, that's just a weapon. When you can still have that confidence, even though the opposing team gets a big basket as Aarons goes up for two. I think that's really just a talent, just to keep focused on your own shot.
Back to a 14-point ball game at the 10-minute mark. Wilson driving right side, creates some space. Put back no good. Wakeu back up top. Nego with it. Driving left side, spinning down low. Layup good off the glass. And again, Nego taking over this offense for St. Xavier. Aarons, transition three, good, top of the key. A scoring affair from both sides, 76-63. Cougars on top of the Foresters.
Yeah, really, St. Xavier, they cannot forget about Tyler Aarons. Tyler Aarons, he's a big man, yes, but he can shoot that outside J anytime he wants.
Nego with Owens on him. Out in the corner to Wilson, top of the key. Far corner, Strong driving in the lane. Back out to Nego. And now a foul going to be called on Zach Owens.
And what makes that even tougher is that there was only 3 seconds left on the shot clock when Owens committed his third foul.
That's the 5th team foul as well, and you mentioned that shot clock reset to 20 now with 9:02 on the clock. Sazak in for Tackett. Wilson already killing some clock here, taking his time. Foresters jumping More to a man zone as well. Long step back three from Nigo, just off the mark. And a foul gonna be called on the play. It looks like Ahrens was getting held by Kehu. And that's gonna put Ahrens at the line, shooting the 1-and-1, with that being the 7th team foul, the 4th on Kehu.
Yeah, Huntington doing a good job of, again, being aggressive on the boards. They got out-rebounded in the first half, 19-16, but still they're being a lot more aggressive than I've really seen recently. So it's great to see that. Great to see that aggressiveness as Tyler Ahrens just brims out his first.
Those are some easy points the Foresters are going to have to capitalize on with 8:35 to go. Down by 13 to the visiting Cougars in the regular season opening game for Huntington. Wilson looking for a cutting Nigo. Gonna go off Owens and out of play. 15 on the shot clock now as Barista checks in for Kehu. Cougars going smaller. And this screams a mismatch for Tyler Ahrens on the offensive end.
Yeah, Tyler needs to take full advantage of that.
Barista with the miss. Rebound, Coverstone.
Definitely Tyler Ahrens.
Connor Plow looking for him, throws it right into the arms of Strong. Looking for Sazak. Now turnover. Scott nearly getting a steal. Sozak other way. Off the glass again. So fundamentally sound the Cougars are.
Yeah, the Cougars are doing a great job of just going towards the hoop. Really, I mean, they're doing a great job with their jumpers. Tyler Ahrens now for another three-pointer. No good.
And maybe force that one a little bit. Foul gonna be on Barista. And I'll put Coverstone now at the line, shooting the 1-and-1. And I gotta say, from this angle, it looked like he was just boxing Coverstone out. I'm not sure I agree with that call, but the Foresters will definitely take it, down by 15 with 7:47 remaining. First one good for him, and once again, this coming without Mike Bush on the floor. Yes. And we'll go to immediate timeout with 7:47 left on the clock. 78-64, Foresters in need of a comeback here late inside Platt Arena.
When a family has to make one of the biggest decisions of their lives, they need more than a realtor.
I need a house.
They need an extraordinary team of experts working day in and day out to provide service and knowledge to get the job done right. Anything short of intensity, passion, and drive is unacceptable. Introducing the Ness Brothers, an unstoppable force of realtors here to turn the biggest decision of your life into a walk in the park.
In 5.
Welcome back inside Platt Arena. 78-64. Huntington University Foresters trailing, visiting St. Xavier Cougars. Mason Coverstone at the line with one more to come. Mike Bush back into the ball game. So on the floor, it's Bush, Scott, Owens, Coverstone, and Ahrens. For the Cougars, it's Strong, Sozak, Nigo, Barista, and Wilson. Said very small lineups for both teams. Second one, not good. Ahrens gonna get fouled with the putback and one. And that's what we were talking about, Noah. Tyler Ahrens on this, with this floor, has a chance to go off.
Yeah, he needs to take this opportunity. I mean, the only guy that's really going to guard him is Quinn Nigo. And Nigo, he's going to be outside. So really, Tyler, he needs to be, I really don't know what he's going to do on the defensive side just because Nigo is more of a three-point shooter.
Well, we saw the Foresters move back to more, like I said, a man zone. I started to help them a little more, keep Ahrens inside, and that's exactly what Ahrens is asking for. Who am I going to guard? We see him out on Strong. And to see how versatile he can be. Out wide, Soizak with it. Just under 7:30 to go. An 11-point ball game. Foresters trying to work themselves back into this one. Barista with it, driving right side, creates contact, layup around and in.
Honestly, if I was St. Xavier, I'd give it to number 3, Jacob Strong. Take it right at Ahrens. Get his 4th foul.
2-3 zone now from the Cougars. Owens on the wing, now to Scott. Middle to Coverstone, out to Bush from the 3. No good. Ahrens, offensive rebound, put back, easy for him.
Yep, and really the main thing for Ahrens is when you get that rebound, don't bring that basketball down below your waist or even just down. Just keep your arms straight up because they're not going to be able to get that from you.
Great coaching here from Coach O'Malley. Saying we'll go 2 for 2 with you for the rest of the game while they waste about all 30 seconds here in this half-court offense. Nigo trying to make the turn, out to Strong. In the corner to Soizak for 3, and that's good. Foresters just cannot stop St. Xavier's offense. Firing on all cylinders as Bush spinning inside. Cross-court pass to Ahrens, corner 3. Answer. And Coach Platt gonna take a timeout. And gonna be a full timeout. So we will take a quick break here from inside Platt Arena. 6:10 left to go. 83-72 Cougars leading the Foresters here on FDN Sports.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bit of music.
Hello and welcome to FDN News. I'm Kelsey Cruz.
Hi everyone and welcome down to Forest Glen Park. I'm Logan Hunt.
Hello, it's Hannah here on Forester Radio 105.5 FM, WQHU. That was just Brother with Need to Breathe, and up next we have Hillsong with Touch the Sky.
Once the floodwaters go down for
This program, I felt like really prepared me well for what it would be like to be in the news industry.
From yesterday to today, the water has certainly risen and spread.
You become a one-man band by the time you graduate, which that's something that people are looking for. People who can shoot, write, and edit all their own stuff.
I was definitely blessed enough to come in and I started calling games right away as a play-by-play announcer.
Longley tipped, down and in, and the Foresters taking the second set. Mateo with a nice cutback. She'll take the hit, left foot. That's in! Makes the 3. That's good!
Through FDN Sports, it's really going to feel like...
And we're back live inside Platt Arena. I'm Logan Hunt. Long as we have Noah Tobias here on FDN Sports. 6:10 remaining in the ball game. Foresters down by 11 to St. Xavier Cougars. A little pressure here from Scott. The backcourt working on Wilson. Again, the Foresters going to have to come up with some stops. St. Xavier and Wilson trying to work now 2-3 zone from Huntington. 15 on the shot clock. Strong up top with it for the Cougars. Out to Wilson on the wing. Cross-court pass tipped by Aaron. Strong ends up with it. Out in the corner, Barista pull up long 2. No good. Rebound out to Barista, back to Strong. Short J, no good. Ahrens with the rebound. And there's one stop for the Foresters.
And Tyler Ahrens now has a double-double. That is his 10th rebound. He has 31 points right now. Zach Owens going up. Great body control up in the air.
Showing his versatility, and the lead is cut to 9. 5:15 remaining. And the Cougars pleading for a timeout. And this one gonna be a full timeout. And we'll keep it right here with 5:13 remaining, 83-74, Noah. Foresters really in need of some stops. Got one there on the last one. What'd you see there?
Yeah, really, Huntington doing a great job of just getting it inside. I mean, you got to take full advantage of that really small lineup. Really just the foul trouble that St. Xavier is in and that they have been in all half. Huntington needs to take advantage of that. They need to keep taking it in the hole. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, because then you just get them in deeper foul trouble, with 5 of them in the first half having 2 fouls, and then very quickly another one got 2 fouls. Keep taking it there. Don't hurt yourself any more than you have to. But Tyler Aaron's doing a great job. I love everything that I'm seeing from him. He's being very aggressive, which I really like. And he's not being too aggressive, because there's definitely a line between being a good aggressive and a bad aggressive. Bad aggressive as in getting a ton of fouls and just really fouling out. Zach Owens doing a great job. He's starting to find his rhythm already as a freshman in this lineup. Junior Scott still trying to get there with his shooting, passing very well. Mike Bush, again, senior, just doing his thing, really trying to put the team on his back. And I hope that here in the future he can start to kind of let go of that and just start playing his game instead of worrying about everybody else.
Yeah, we'll see how the Foresters come out of that timeout and see if Mike Bush is able to do that as well. Like you mentioned, no 10 on the shot clock. Sozak with the top of the key, out to Wilson on the far wing. And a foul going to be called on Scott. That's going to be the team's 6th foul, and Scott's 3rd, as Kyle Platt checks in for Mason Coverstone now. 5 minutes on the game clock, 20 back on the shot clock. Jones inbounding from the baseline up top to Wilson. Soizak cross court, corner 3 from Jones, no good. Kyle Platt with the rebound, up quickly to Bush. Forces don't have numbers. Bush doesn't care, takes it himself, layup good, and it's down to a 7-point advantage.
Wow, as soon as he was taking that in, I was thinking to myself, what in the world are you doing? You do not have numbers at all, 2 against 4, but again, Mike Bush taking it into his hands and making 2 points out of it.
He found a whole nother gear that some people just don't have. 10 on the shot clock. Soizak near side, going in, layup good for him, as he's answered the call every time for the Cougars. 4:15 on the clock, 9-point advantage for St. Xavier. Scott, dangerous pass to Owens. Now Bush within, going to be fouled. And we'll see Mike Bush now going to the line to shoot 2. Forrester is in the double bonus. And free throws, yet again, we'll say it, crucial for Huntington.
I mean, just absolutely huge. And really, in any game this season that they're going to be playing, free throws are going to be the turning point. Mike Bush makes the first one. Taka ends up coming in for number 5, Wilson.
That's an interesting move there, putting Wilson to the bench. Been having a great game, really containing Mike Bush, to say the least, as Bush goes 1 for 2 at the line. 8-point advantage for St. Xavier's. Their run in this half-court offense take almost all 30 seconds off that clock. Nigo with it. Top of the key now to Jones. Man-to-man defense from Huntington. Nigo again looking to spin on Scott inside, down low Kehu. And nice find from Nigo to him. And again, another easy layup inside for St. Xavier. It's a 10-point ball game.
Yeah, the passing from St. Xavier has been great. Mike Bush passes it off to Tyler Aarons himself, and they get another 2 points. So there's the answer that Huntington needs. They need to keep answering, but they need to get some stops.
Saw Scott go to the ground there. No call from the official. Again, Scott on the ground. Nigo open. Can't hit. Scott with the rebound. Looking to push it now. Hand off to Bush. Bush with Jones on him. Crossover. Elbow J. No good. Owens nearly coming up with a steal. Nigo, though, able to hold it for St. Xavier's. They'll run some more clock. Under 3 to play. 87-79. Cougars with the lead.
Yeah, that was really weird. Mike Bush, his shot, he didn't take that one step back like he usually did. He just kind of picked up his dribble and shot. It just looked a little awkward.
Sazak, pull up, long 3, good. And what a shot there. The Chicago, Illinois native. showing some grit taking that one. Bush to Scott, pull up three, fouled and one! What an answer from the freshman.
That's huge. I can't not tell you how huge that is.
What an answer. That keeps the Foresters in this ball game. Once again, free throws, down by 8.
I think that's just the story of this game for the Foresters is free throws. That's what is either going to propel you forward or keep you back. And Junior Scott is not fazed by the foul on his three-point shot. Makes the and one.
Just over 2 minutes to play. 90-83. St. Xavier with the lead over the Foresters. Looking to kill some clock, the Cougars are. Tackett has it near half court. Nego now with it. 7 to shoot. Top of the key, driving right side. Picks up his dribble. Sazak with it. Pull up three. No good. And gonna go to the Cougars. Aaron's livid about the call. And a fresh 30 now for St. Xavier. And a timeout by Coach O'Malley. And we're going to take a break with them. 1:48 to play, 90-83. Foresters with some work to do when we return.
When I set foot on Huntington's campus for the first time, I just knew that this was the place I was supposed to be, and that decision forever changed my life. I was a new Christian at the time, but I grew so much while I was at Huntington. I felt known and I felt valued there, and the education department was just so great. In fact, I found a job before I even graduated, and I believe that's because my classes at Huntington equipped me to do so. I'm fulfilling my goal of serving others through teaching, and because of Huntington's impact on me, I now have that desire to pass on those values to all my students.
In high school, my life felt empty in a way. I was living in a world full of temptations and distractions, and I needed to be transformed, I guess you could say. Here at Huntington, there are many ways that I experienced that transformation. As a film major, I feel encouraged by my friends, upperclassmen, and by my professors. Other students and staff are willing to pass on their knowledge, and that inspires me to do the same towards others. My ultimate goal in life is to become a filmmaker who gives back. I want to give people that energy and passion that I feel after watching a film. I want to go out in the world and give thanks to God for the gifts He has given me.
And we're back inside Platt Arena, 90-83. St. Xavier with the lead, 1:48 on the clock. After a controversial call here to some fans inside Platt Arena, Cougars retaining possession, a fresh 30 on the clock. Foresters in dire need of a stop. Deal with it up top. Aaron's stretched out on him. 20 to shoot. Deal driving on Aaron's, losing it. And now a foul going to be called. Foul on Tyler Aarons. And that's his third.
Well, I'm glad to know that that was only his third and not his fourth. I think that's the one good thing that came out of that is that it's only his third. But Tyler Aarons, he has been in there for a long time.
1-1 here, though. Deal on the line. Oh, no, excuse me. They called a shooting foul. As Coverstone is now going to check in for Murder. Foresters can sense this one starting to slip away. Second shot, no good. Coverstone with it. Foresters got to have some offense here. Gonna have to be flawless. Backdoor cut. Bush, easy two, and a timeout from Coach Platt. And that trims the lead to 6 now with 1:27.
Yeah, Huntington really, they really needed that one. They just need to keep getting baskets quick. Honestly, if I was Huntington, you gotta press. You really gotta press right now. Because if you don't press, really, you're just gonna let St. Xavier with no pressure walk down the floor, wasting time. You gotta put lots of pressure on the ball carrier. I don't know what else to say about that.
And here's the thing, the Foresters are in the double bonus. St. Xavier is in the bonus, so it's 1-1 no matter what on the first foul. So like you said, the Foresters, if they press, are going to have to be able to rebound too off maybe some missed free throws. So Huntington, like I said, has to be flawless to finish this ball game. Only down by 6. Haven't had much success from the three-point line, but you never know with shooters out there like Murder or Mason Coverstone. Tyler Ahrens had a nice night from outside. But also, you still have Mike Bush on the floor.
Yeah, Tyler Ahrens really, he's been shooting decent, especially in this second half. He's come alive, I mean, with, I think, 33 points that he has now, doing a great job. So, I don't know. I mean, that's definitely possible with Ahrens coming down, just that kind of trailing behind, and then with Mike passing it to him for that three-point shot. You know, I mean, I guess anything is possible, that's for sure.
Well, I think they heard you, Noah, and it looks like we have a press being set up here by the Foresters. Still inbounding to Jones, as now they're going to let him just walk up the floor. Of course, that's being Aaron's man. And this will take us to almost under a minute. Foresters, though, do not want to foul in this scenario.
Well, and also keep in mind, it is a 2-possession ball game right now. And now it is a 3-possession ball game.
Dell driving right into the chest of Ahrens. And a strong finish from him. Scott with it on the wing, looking inside, back to Owens. Owens driving, layup, fouled. So the freshman going to be at the line, shooting 2 big free throws to try to cut this back down to a 2-possession game, like you mentioned, Noah, with 46 seconds on the clock. 93-85. Cougars with the advantage, 2 shots for Owens. First one around and out for Owens. As Coverstone checks in for Tyler Ahrens. Ahrens, though, the big night already over the 30-point mark. Both teams going very small. Second one, no good from Owens. Scott gonna foul Nego with 41 seconds on the clock.
Last year, Nego from the free throw line was 93%. We'll see if he keeps that up this year.
Once again, an 8-point advantage for the Cougars. It's 1-1. First one no good. Ahrens with the rebound. Now to Scott. Foresters must move quickly. Don't need a 3. Bush inside. Layup good. And Coach Platt taking a timeout. And this one going to be a full timeout. We'll take one. Excuse me. Going to be a 30. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take a break here from inside Platt Arena. 93-87. 33 seconds to go. We'll be back.
It's just an incredible feeling to know that you are handing these folks the keys to a life-changing house. It's not just a house. It's not just walls and windows. It's a home that they get to bring up their family in, bring up their kids in, and show their kids what it means to get out of poverty and to make a better life for themselves. My name is Casey Colmorgan. I'm the Executive Director at Huntington County Habitat for Humanity. We are a construction company.
And we're back inside Platt Arena. Cougars with the ball. 33 seconds on the clock. St. Xavier up by 6. Foresters going to have to force a turnover. Possession arrow will favor the Cougars, though, on any jump ball scenario. Looking for the long ball. Nego with it and a foul on Scott. So Nego just missed from the free throw line. Gonna go back. And that's gonna be 5 on Scott. See, he's fouled out his first official collegiate ball game.
And he's honestly done a great job tonight. One thing that we never mentioned was that he is the cousin of Skylar Diggins. So, you know, I heard some people asking him a little earlier this year, you know, can you beat Skylar Diggins on one-on-one? And he didn't necessarily answer the question. So, but he's doing a great job tonight. And my goodness, 21 Nigo misses again.
Forsters again don't need a three. Coverstone's gonna take it though. Gonna miss it badly. Murder going down on the play. Tackett comes up with it. And a foul on Tackett. And that one's gonna be on Ahrens, and a missed opportunity for the Foresters. And that's gonna be Ahrens' fourth foul. Surprised to see Coverstone pull up on that play.
Yeah, especially in that situation right there. I would have rather him make at least one more pass to somebody more consistent from the three-point arc.
Tackett able to hit the first. We'll see Wilson checking back in now. Sauzik gonna take a seat, and we'll see a full timeout from St. Xavier with 20 seconds left. 94-87, St. Xavier with the lead, and the Foresters right now down by 7. Gonna need now some three balls.
Yeah, definitely. Three balls are going to be the key for the next 20 seconds. I mean, the thing is, I would look towards, I mean, the couple guys that I would really look for. First, Zach Owens. You know, he hasn't been doing that well, but in practice, I've seen him in practice. He can really shoot the three ball, but the thing from practice to the real thing is that there's somebody in your face. So can you make the three ball under pressure? Well, I don't know yet. This is his first game, but Mike Bush, he can make those threes. He is known for making those threes, and especially last season he was able to do it. But again, another season, his senior season, we'll see if he comes out swinging. Even Tyler Ahrens, he can make a three. He did a great job of making those three balls here earlier in this game and last year as well. He was over 50% from that. So we'll just have to see what Coach Ty Platt has in store.
Back of the line's Tackett already hit one. Extended it to a three-possession game. Shot no good. Ahrens with the rebound, looking to Bush. Foresters need something quick. Bush spinning inside, out to Murder. Corner three was maybe tipped by Tackett. Ahrens, quick put back, 9 seconds on the clock. Gets the inbound to Jones, and a quick foul there. And it looks like the foul going to be called on Tyler Ahrens, and he is done with 7 seconds on the clock. I don't think Tyler Ahrens knows he's fouled out of the game.
Yeah, well, I think he thought that Zach Owens got that other foul, or got that foul, excuse me. So now Connor Platt coming in for Tyler Ahrens. So now starting off the season 2 of the Foresters, players foul out. We'll have to see what happens this season. They're going to be able to change that and be just a little bit less aggressive on the foul side of things.
And being the double bonus, 2 shots here for Jones, able to hit the first. 6-point ball game. This one's the big one. And nails both. As Mike Bush moves quickly up the floor. Cross-court pass to Platt. Now Owens for 3. That's off the mark. And that's how the first game of the season will come to a close for the Foresters. St. Xavier coming out with a gritty 96-89 victory over the Foresters. Huntington losing their first game, but a good performance from Tyler Ahrens and some of the other guys. We'll get an interview with Coach Platt as well as some final stats for you in return from inside Platt Arena. This is FDN Sports.
FDN News is our campus news station, and we are just a news station that shines Christ's light on campus and in the Huntington community, whether that be going to a presidential rally or talking about the meal plans on campus. Everything we do for the glory of God.
With news, you have such a great opportunity to go out to hear people's stories and tell their stories and to be light and to share that light. So my goal for FDN News is first and foremost that students would learn, that they would engage, they would learn a little bit about themselves, about communicating with others, refine their skills, and become expert storytellers for the kingdom of Christ. The benefit to coming to Huntington and being in the Forrester Digital Network is you get hands-on experience. So we have some freshmen coming in that week 1, they are taking a camera out and they are teaming up with an upperclassman and refining their skills. So by the time you graduate, you've got 4 years of hands-on and classroom experience.
FDN is so much fun. I feel like it really is a great aspect of this school, and I'm so glad I get to be a part of it as a freshman especially. Like, it's just a great experience.
You can love working a camera and be part of FDN. You can love storytelling and be part of FDN. You can be a math student and be an FDN. Like, anybody can do it. It's a big family. We have fun together. And I just encourage, if you've ever been curious about news or what a newsroom looks like, volunteer with FDN whenever you can.
Well, that's all we have for you in this week's installment of FDN News.
Hi, I'm Max Walker, and to most folks I may look like a mixture between George Clooney and Tom Hanks from Castaway. But in reality, I woke up this morning, poured my bowl of Fruit Loops, and went back to the grind, just like you. After you, ma'am. But now I'm here, turning my stingy bachelor pad into a world of paradise. These aren't just your grandma's antiques, these are the antiques you deserve. So go ahead and tear down that old Backstreet Boy poster and throw up one of these bad boys. Thirsty? Come on down to the watering hole and grab yourself a soda. Welcome to Antiqueology, bringing Huntington back.
The Global Initiatives degree that we're offering is seeking to equip folks who are interested in applying a ministry education to cross-cultural work. So somebody who's looking to do holistic ministry, somebody who's looking to engage in the business for transformation or business as missions model would find some equipping through our Global Initiatives degree.
Our Global Youth Ministries degree is designed to prepare people for leadership in youth ministry, quite simply anywhere in the globe. It's for men and women who are already in youth ministry or for people who are simply preparing to lead youth ministry.
One of the things I like about the pastoral leadership track is that Luke and Karen, who worked on developing it, consulted with church leaders so that people preparing for ministry leadership in the church would have the skills and the knowledge that they need.
Some of what I'd want our program to be known for is being really clear-minded about linking our own program vision with the Lord's vision for His people and for the kingdom. What we want to do is be faithful to that which He's called us to. And some of that would be that we believe that the Church of Jesus Christ is going to be well served when it's populated and led by people who have stories of being reached by Christ and are now being well formed to follow Him no matter what the cost.
The alumni office at Huntington University is really here to stay in touch with the alumni and graduates, as well as provide resources to them so they can reconnect. It's just really important to us that we keep in touch with them and then let them know what's going on campus as well, things that they might want to continue to stay involved with or maybe participate in an alumni gathering.
I started getting involved as an alumni board member, and we would do various projects throughout the university, throughout the year. Just being able to meet people who graduated and to listen to their stories about the university, back then the college, and how it's grown today, it's really an honor and a privilege to be a Forester. I knew that this was going to be the university that I was going to graduate from, and I have friends here that will be lifelong.
My name is James Parker and I'm from Port Elizabeth, South Africa. I'm majoring in exercise science under the Department of Kinesiology.
My name is Paris Williams and my major is sports and exercise studies.
Our department really comes in two different areas. The exercise science area, which is interested in the medical aspects of exercise. And the other side of the department looks at recreation and sport management, which is a little bit more in the business and the administrative side of sport.
Growing up, my mother had a lot of difficulties maintaining a healthy weight. And then when I got older, I made it my goal to try and motivate her and help her. And in about a 2-year period, she lost almost 75 pounds. I just saw how her life became better, and I wanted to be able to do that for other people. So it started at home, and hopefully I can impact a lot more households.
I was an exercise science major, but when I got a job here as an athletic trainer, that kind of changed my mind, and that's what I wanted to pursue. So I changed my major to exercise and sports studies.
The professors and faculty go and take the extra step to commit to students and to influence their lives and really set time apart for us, which is great.
My relationship with faculty and staff here in this department is really fun and easygoing.
They'll chat to you if they see you, they'll come and talk to you, and they want to know where you want to go in life and how they can help you get there, more so than just helping you get an A in the class.
I think like most professors here at Huntington University, we're here because we want to have relationships with the students. We don't want to just come to class and teach for 50 minutes and then go home. We're interested in interacting with them personally and getting to know them.
All my classes, we're all able to get direct feedback from the professors when we have questions.
Hello everybody and welcome to Platt Arena. I'm Noah Tobias along with Coach Ty Platt. Coach, tough first loss, but I mean also kind of thinking about this, it's the first game of the season. You know, and freshmen are still trying to get better connections with the other players. The other players are still trying to get better connections with the freshmen. What were your thoughts about the freshmen? We had a couple of them play, Junior Scott and Zach Owens. Just a couple of thoughts about how they played tonight.
Well, I thought they gave us good energy. They came in and were getting after it defensively when the rest of us were lackluster defensively, and so they gave us a good spark. I mean, we expect good things out of them for the next 4 years, and I think they're going to be fun to watch. I thought Tyler Ahrens played really hard and did some good things, especially in the second half, and had a big day for us, and he did well. But after that, I know Mike scored well, but we know Mike can play better as well on the defensive ends, especially. And we need him to. He's a big cog, obviously, of what we're doing. But we need everybody to step up their game. We just didn't have the attention to detail that we needed from the get-go, whether it be how we want to defend or then just little things, trying to get the ball inside and the things that we want to do. I thought that we just weren't very good and not very sharp right from the get-go. And then that led us into, we played okay in the second half, but the first half was just, we dug ourselves into a hole that we just couldn't get out of.
Yeah, and so, you mentioned Tyler Ahrens. Yeah, he did do a really great job. He ended up with 35 points and 13 rebounds. First game double-double, great to see that. What about goals for this season? I guess what are a couple of goals that the team has really said, hey, we really want to do this year? Obviously, going to the national tournament, different things like that. But I guess what, statistic-wise or different things like that?
Our basic goal is to just try to win the next possession every game we play, and we just didn't do that enough tonight, obviously, and just to win the game that's in front of us. We know that these teams that we're bringing in here in the non-conference are also pretty good, but it's there to prepare us for our conference because of how good it is. I'd rather play St. X than I would, a whole bunch of weaker teams. So this is what you get, and luckily we get another chance to play them at the end of December, and hopefully we'll be better prepared and do a better job out there. But it's really just about the next game, Noah, and trying to get better. And we have some other guys we've got to integrate into the system, but we had some guys tonight that are veterans that really, or the guys that have played a lot that just didn't play very well. So hopefully that'll happen on Saturday.
Yeah, and speaking of Saturday, you guys are facing up against Concordia. Kind of looking back at what they did last season and what people that they're bringing in, do you have any thoughts about so far about what to expect a little bit?
Well, Concordia brings back about 95% of their scoring, and so they got their top 8 guys back. I'm not sure what their record was exactly last year, but irregardless, they got all that back. So they're going to be loaded for Bear to take us on. And, it's a WAC conference versus a Crossroads League conference thing. And so we better come prepared because I know they're going to be. And hopefully we have a couple good days of preparation.
Sounds good. Thank you, Coach, for joining us here on FDN Sports. Really appreciate it.
Okay, thanks.
And we're going to send it back over to Logan Hunt for the end of game statistics.
Thank you, Noah. As we take a look at some of the final stats here, 96-89 final score, St. Xavier on top. Tyler Aarons led the way with 35 points and 13 rebounds, logging a double-double in his first game. Mike Bush, 28 points, 7 assists, just off his 10-assist average. Junior Scott, next leading scorer with 7 points. He had 7 points along with Zach Owens, both the freshmen coming in 7 points total. Once again, forces in need of that third scoring option, shooting a total of 50% from the field, only 33% from the three-point line, and 66% from the free throw stripe. Quinn Nego led the way for St. Xavier, 25 points, 11 rebounds. Jalen Wilson off the bench, 14 points. And then Kevin Fervel, 10 points of his own. And pretty much the Foresters, as you can see, losing by 7. Had a nice comeback late in the contest. St. Xavier proving to be just a little too much for the Foresters to handle. We'll be back, though, with more Forester men's basketball action on Saturday. We'll have a doubleheader with Aquinas coming in for the women's basketball, and then men's facing Concordia at 3 o'clock. We'll hope to see you guys there. That'll do it for me, Logan Hunt, Noah Tobias, Justin Coleman, Bray Snyder, Paige Schreiber, Ryan Lockhart here at FDN Sports. Wish you all a good night.